Election day is quickly approaching. November 2nd, Kirtland residents will be asked to vote on 3 local ballot issues. I am Mark Tyler, Mayor of the City of Kirtland. I have with me tonight Mike Dank, Chairman of the Planning and Zoning Commission. Issue 3 is a renewal levy for the senior and recreation facilities and programs. Issue 4 is the charter amendments. The charter is reviewed every 10 years. We have 5 minor proposed changes. And issue 5 is why we're here tonight to talk over the proposed zoning amendments. Overall, these zoning amendments are very minor in nature. 95% of the city remains unchanged. 4% of the city is essentially changing from one existing classification to a newly defined classification, which means 1% of the city is going to be rezoned from an existing classification to a brand new classification.
The zoning ordinance has 2 components, the text and the map. The text is being simplified, for instance, 5 business use groups to 3 business use groups. And the title, the name of those use groups are being changed.
So what does that mean, Mike, as far as a text change? Is that just a name change only? Can we see an example?
A good example of this is in Exhibit G.
And that's on Route 6 between 306 and the Farm Park with existing businesses.
Currently, it's zoned B3. In the proposed ordinance, we are changing that zoning to LI.
So that's essentially just a name change only and no other change?
No other changes at all.
That's great. Thanks, Mike. Okay. Let's start with a map of the city. We have 8 areas of the city that are going to change, and all 8 are either down 306 or down Route 6. It's a little difficult to see here, but we're going to go through one area at a time. And we're going to start up at Lakeland College in the Emergency Operations Center. Mike, why don't you tell us about that?
Exhibit A, in this part of town, the predominant changes are done to represent existing land uses. The Emergency Operating Center is obviously a form of a business, certainly not residential. It is going to be changed to an institutional office district. Again, changing the use to more nearly match, changing the district to more nearly match the existing use. Here's land that Lakeland College owns. That is being changed to institutional and office district, which matches the college use of the land. The center blue district is a change that we're doing where we're changing the zoning district name because of the new text where we are going to be using a new name for it. It will be called Limited Industrial. It is currently a B4, it will be called Limited Industrial at this point.
And then we have another area just off Kirtland Shard Road at Chillicothe that's on part Exhibit A and Exhibit B.
This is currently a B4 use group, a business use, very nearly used by residential, and the sharp cutoff there, we're taking all of that land, which is not being used as business and will not be used as business in that area, and rezoning it to a residential use group.
Okay, Exhibit C is on Chillicothe Road, State Route 306 at Eagle Road, and we have several different area classifications there.
The largest part of this area is a new zoning district similar to the existing zoning district. Where the text has changed from a B2, we are changing those to more nearly represent the B2 into a residential business district.
Which really has minimal impact on the existing land use.
I'm sorry, a retail business district. And really has exactly what the mayor said. There is no change in effect to those other than to have it follow the new text. The larger blue area is currently a B2. It is the Golden Age Living Center, I believe. We are changing that to a residential multifamily, which is simply more nearly matching the existing use of that area.
Exhibit D is on Euclid Charter Road between Hobart and Misty Hollow.
Here again, the majority of this is changing the zoning district to match the new title of the zoning district in the streamlined text, as well as the back area, the rear of these lots, are going from a B3, the rear of those lots are going from a residential to our retail business zoning to match the depth of the property. At one point in time, the zoning approach was to take a block of land, irregardless of the lot line, and call it one zone or another.
So that will eliminate the split lot zoning and match the zoning of the front part of the property.
Exactly right. So each parcel will be uniformly zoned from the front to the rear.
Okay, Exhibit E is on Chardon Road between Gildersleeve and Tibbetts Road.
This one is very much like Exhibit D, insofar as the majority of the property is being renamed in the new streamlined text, as well as some of the peripheral lots were either split lot zoning or more nearly matching the exact use.
Okay. Exhibit F is one of the major thoroughfares in the city. It's 306 and Route 6, and this area was identified in the comprehensive plan back in 2003 when it was passed by City Council as an area of potential for economic development. And the major change in all the zoning areas is at this intersection where it's going from residential to retail business. Is that right, Mr. Chairman?
The easy part of this one is the core of this area is currently a business use, and it's being changed to a retail business. Again, merely a name change as part of the new text. The areas surrounding it in the different colors are actually changing from residential use to our retail business use. This will more nearly match the area around it, as well as be a little more in sync with the nature of the intersection. Two major thoroughfares in the city.
Mike, at this point, let's go ahead and summarize the different map changes.
The first category we can call representing the existing uses of land.
So that'll match the existing use of land. And the three areas are Lakeland College, at the bottom of 615, and right in front of Rocking Horse.
And that is, the proposed amendment changes the zoning in these areas to more nearly match what the land is being used for at this point in time. The second area is proposed to change the use district to the new text name of the use district. No property line changes, nothing more than changing the title of the district.
So that's new district will be very similar to the existing district.
With a different name.
Okay, so we're talking about 306 at Eagle Road, talking Chardon Road between Hobart and Misty Hollow, talking Route 6 between Gildersleeve and Tibbetts, and we're talking Route 6 between 306 and the Farm Park in the Business District.
And again, the majority of the changes in those four exhibits is merely a name change to match the revised text changes.
And then the last change?
The last change is in Exhibit F. The nucleus of it is changing the name to match the new use district. The perimeter areas are actually changing the use district in an effort to make it a more commercial district in the city.
Okay, thanks, Mike. And for the Kirtland voters, each resident, each registered voter should have received a pamphlet in the mail which describes all three ballot issues. Additionally, more information is supplied on the City of Kirtland website. And if residents have any questions, feel free to contact my office at Kirtland City Hall, 256-3332, or contact the zoning office. Thank you, and please remember to vote on November 2nd.